The topic of today's video is going to be about Adobe and how you can create or convert a PDF, such as a worksheet or what was formerly a Word document that you turned into uh, a PDF document, how you can create a editable form so that students could type their answers on a worksheet and submit it to you through Canvas. So real quick, what you see on my screen is just a simple worksheet. It's already been converted into a PDF. It's just a simple science worksheet. And if you notice, there's blanks here. So for this one, it says label the diagram with the names of the planets, and there's 4 blanks here. And then the rest of the questions are write the name of the inner planet or planets that the statement describes, and there's blanks here, one for every question. So what we want to do is turn this into a form that students can type their answers in. And it's really very simple. So the first step is up here, you're going to click Tools. And if you scroll down a little bit, you see an option that says Prepare Form. So if we click Prepare Form, we see the document that we're working with, and we simply click Start. And it's going to go through an automated process that adds blanks for us. Notice that it doesn't add all of them, because here where it just kind of ran through a processor and it notices where it thinks it should put some blanks, but it didn't catch these. So we'll have to add those later. And there's a couple down here where it says write a definition for each of these terms on a separate piece of paper that it didn't add a box for. We can add a box there too. It's very simple. So it added a name, it added a date, it added a class. So all of these boxes are places that students can type, but they can't type anywhere else. So they can't change the instructions, they can't change the questions, so they can type in the boxes. So let's add blank boxes to the 4 that didn't get added. So up here are our box options, what we can add, and we can add text, we can add a text box, we can add check boxes and radio buttons and dates and signatures and that kind of stuff. But we're going to add a text box. So if we click here, and notice it's going to bring a blue box down here, and this is where the students would type. And if we click, notice that we can change the size of it. So I'm going to shorten it a little bit, and it gives it a name already. And then we can simply go up to the text box again, and we can add another one. So we just kind of simply follow that process. We shorten it however you want. We can add another one. I'll shorten it up a little bit to make it look pretty close. Add a 4th one. We can shorten that up a little bit. And if we want to come down here, we can add some down here. And we can lengthen this one a little bit so it gives them plenty of space to type. And we'll add one more. So we've got all of the boxes filled in, or places for students to type all their answers for each of the questions. Final step is we want to do a file. We want to do a save as, because we want to give it another name. So I'm just going to save it to my desktop. I'm just going to call it, it was originally Inner Planet, so I'm going to call it Inner Planet Form. I'm going to click Save. And now it's a PDF form that students can type on. They can add their answers. And you can put this on Canvas. They can type on it. The most important step for students, though, is once they type on it, they have to save it with a different name so that then they can upload it to Canvas or print it out, or however you want to do that. But this is a nice option for you to work with your worksheets that you already have, or create new worksheets so that students can type on PDFs, and they're a lot simpler to work with than Word documents sometimes. And it's really a very quick, simple process. If you have questions, please let me know.